Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to Blitzkrieg 3. This is the largest defensive line of the Second World War, folks. Check it out. It's cursed. 200 kilometers of pain for the Germans. Welcome back, folks. Again, Blitzkrieg 3. Good to have you all with me as we're playing as the Soviet Union versus the advancing German forces. If you want to see more of this, folks, go ahead and hit that like button and let me know that you want to see more. Get up to 1,000 likes in the first hour. That is your way to vote. Show your power to show more Blitzkrieg 3 and World War II related games on the channel. The Germans are finally approaching here. We see Panzer IIIs thundering through the fields here in the Soviet Union. It looks like a lot of infantry around as well. We've got ourselves what I would call the rolling orbital satellites. We've got the ISU-152 and the 122s. They're the big old 152 and the 122 there. These are mammoth beasts that can basically raise their gun up into the air and eliminate German armor from a great distance. So I'm really loving this game a lot more the more I play it. There's been recent updates to involve all the way to the Battle of Berlin and such, so I'm very excited to play that. Let's go ahead and then start getting our orbital satellites firing up here. Man, look at that. Look at that. Is those things? Look at that. They're like connecting to the satellite up in space. This is amazing. All right. All right. Oh, okay, good. We're hitting very close here. One hit on a tank, and it'll basically be through. The range on the 152 is incredible. Check that out. All right, let's get a good hit here. See if we can hit that Stug 3 over there. We see Stug 3Gs. I see Panzer IIIs and such, as well as tons of infantry here along this defensive line. So let's see these orbital satellites continue to pound enemy positions. They're attacking the left flank now. Soon it'll be the right flank. We hit very close there and almost destroyed that entire tank. So we just want to keep the enemy at bay here as the 152 and 122 continue to pound enemy armor. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a good kill here on that Stug 3. Oh, look at that. Infantry's closing in around it. All right, there's also a defensive line here. And looks like, wow, a lot of our tanks have been destroyed. T-34 1940s have been destroyed here. I'm picking these tanks because they have the ability to engage the enemy at an insane range that they can't touch. Plus, if they do get within range, it'll be very difficult for them to get through our frontal armor. There we go. We're starting to see some destructive power of these beautiful vehicles as they're getting very close now to us. Looks like armored cars and such for the Soviets are starting to storm forward. And it looks like on the right side, the enemy's starting to advance over here on the far right side as well. So we better get over there to meet that threat. These vehicles are extremely effective, though I wish they'd hit something. But when they do, man, is it absolutely destructive. Let's go ahead and see if we can finish off a couple more of these vehicles. The nice thing is if they don't hit the vehicles, they're still working against the infantry, which is great. 152 firing again. There we go. Look at that. Some good damage to these vehicles. Looks like over on the right flank, man, looks like they're getting very close. So we better get over there as soon as possible. All right, good. Another vehicle destroyed there. All right, let's get the ISU-152 and the ISU-122 over there. They'll have to fight against the beautiful... Oh, look at that, man. The Ziz-3 or Ziz-2? Not exactly sure. It's a Ziz-3 right there. AT gun shooting at the side of that Stug 3. So there you go. Tank destroyers are going to continue to go around, but for now our orbital satellites are moving around. And they're going to bring the pain down on the enemy. They're moving to the right flank now. We still have an AT gun here. And we need to defend the center rail yard here at Kursk. This is our main objective. We cannot allow the Germans to get to this position. We will be offered some reinforcements shortly, so long as we hold our first objective up there in the upper left corner. You can see that we need to hold the Kursk center. We're going to send the enemy home in a hearse, though. That is for sure. All right, first tank destroyer is in position now. The 122 has arrived and is going to start bringing the pain to the rest of the Germans. Looks like they're really starting to get through on this right side. Looks like they've actually decrewed that artillery gun there, unfortunately, and are starting to cause some problems along the line. Let's go ahead and delete them through our orbital satellites again. Looks like, is that a Panzer II? Oh, it's a 3. It looked like a Panzer II for a second. All right, Su-76 and the 2 tank destroyers are holding nicely here. All we got to do is, again, chip away at enemy defenses, and or rather, they're offensive, and as they chip away against our defenses. All right, let's see. Looks like we pretty much memed the entire defense, or rather offense, with our defense. Very nice. And let's finish off these 2 tanks here with our beautiful orbital satellites. Remember, these are 152 millimeter and 122 millimeter, each of these tanks. Looks like they're getting closer. Oh, come on, boys. You can do way better than that. Look at that. They're trying to hit us directly. The 122 now is going to go a direct fire against it. Not even going to stand a chance. Those Stugs are definite beasts, though. Don't like them. They're very good. You'd think they would be a lot worse, though. All right, one of them destroyed there. Let's get the other one. And orbital satellite fire. And perfect. All right, 450 reinforcement points received now. Looks like the enemy is still out there. Let's go ahead and reinforce the right side. And let's go ahead and get up some big weapons. We do have the ability to call out the IS-3 and such. Big, beautiful tanks like that. Let's call out ourselves an IS-2 and T-34 85s. And actually, if we can get some more howitzers, that would be good. Let's see. I don't think we have access to anything else. SU-122. I want the ISU-122. We also have access to the Katusha. Oh, that's going to be very nice. 120 points for that. Let's see if we can use one of those. And let's get some more. Let's get some more T-3485s up, and our beautiful tank destroyer, the Katusha. That's going to destroy tanks, man, because it has a high explosive value from above, which will rain down right on top of the enemy. All right, left side looks like we can detonate demo charges on the left side as soon as the enemy gets close. Very good. And I think over on the right side, we will leave the Katusha, the glorious Katusha, comrades. We will leave that to the right side to crash. All right, perfect. So we got our 2 tank destroyers in place. They take a little bit of damage, unfortunately. In fact, the ISU-152 took a lot of damage from pesky little Stug 3Gs. They shouldn't be that effective, but as you know, RNGs is prey. All right, let's see. We got our ISU, or the IS-2, and the T-3485 approaching now. We should have another. Let's see, there should be another one around here. Oh, he's left back at base. All right, here comes the second wave. Get ready to defend. Okay, now as the enemy is approaching, we're going to basically... Oh, boy, we got ourselves Tiger tanks now. That's not good. Tiger tanks are now approaching, of course, known as the Panzerkampfwagen 6 Tiger, which is going to be loaded up with 88 millimeters. Of course, as soon as they hit this defensive line, just like in that Call of Duty mission from the original Modern Warfare, we're just going to hit it and boom, 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 right across the line. So as soon as they get stuck in the minefield, then we're going to hit them with explosive charges that are nicely hidden in that minefield. All right, hold on. They're almost here. Not yet. Just wait. All right, they're almost in place. And... okay! Beautiful. Oh, wait. There we go. Perfect. All right, I did it a second too. I missed it when I looked over there, but yeah, there you go. Beautiful. That was definitely a beautiful destruction on the enemy main force. Tiger tanks are out of the way now. We just got a little, let's see. Oh, God, Stug Gs. Man, I don't know how these things are so good against some of our tanks, but, man, are they good. All right, let's continue to engage them with the T-3485s against the Tigers there. Wow, our IS-2 has to go all the way out there to engage. Pesky. All right, we better back up then. Hold on, boys. Our defensive line will stand. We're just going to back our forces up a bit. All right, let's back it up. Let the AT guns hit them first, and then we'll stand in a defensive position here. I don't want to entrench any of our tanks yet. We can definitely go into a hold-down position and not let them pass, but doing so means that they can flank us no problem. All right, perfect. Oh, nice. Very good. All right, charges are ready on the other side. All we got to do is hit the... oh, I hit it too early. Wait, what? Charges on the right side. Kills mini... Repair the damaged wire. Cable has been damaged. The charges in the field can't be detonated without it. Oh, okay. What is this? We've dispatched a wagon of... So, okay, we got ourselves a little wagon full of sappers. All right, we're going to repair the wire, I guess. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Looks like the enemy forces are really coming up here in a high number. We're going to have to defend those troopers as they're getting close. We've got several tanks over here. Looks like one of our T-34s has been wiped out, unfortunately. All right, come on, we got to get out of here. Too many Germans. We'll let the friendly forces here on the left side advance forward then. Perfect. They're going to go ahead and reinforce that line as we're pushing to the right side. We need to get that wagon past and eliminate those, oh God. Oh boy, Tiger tanks here. Okay, keep zooming, boys. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, okay, apparently we're repairing the right side. Okay. Cable is all right here. We need to keep looking. Yeah, I meant to go to the left side, actually. I didn't. All right, let's go to the left. All right, we're losing tanks quickly. Looks like we've lost T-3485s and IS-2s. We've only got a few reinforcement points left. Oh, the sappers are looking for the next position. Oh, we got it. Cable, oh, ready to detonate. All right, now. Quick, they're getting away. Yeah, all right, we got them before they broke through. Beautiful. Wonderful. All right, now we got heavy artillery ready. Looks like our friendly forces are backing up again as the enemy's been pushed back. Tiger tank there destroyed. Beautiful, right point blank range. We could get some infantry up here to reinforce the artillery gun. That would be useful. But first we got to push the enemy back. And speaking of back, let's get the Katusha all the way back. Our heavy tank destroyers are still destroying tanks, as you would imagine. Oh boy, they're getting close. Let's back her up then. All right, we just need to hold against this second wave. We just need to finish off the forces that are here. So I love this game's art style. I really, really enjoy its ability to kind of recreate battles from World War II in its own style. And I like it because I've been a big fan of Blitzkrieg from the original Blitzkrieg and all the spin-offs and such as Great Battles of World War II, Stalingrad, and everything that used that original engine. And this is nice and new and fresh. It makes me excited for games such as, you know, Sudden Strike, and makes me very excited for Steel Division and other games coming out this year that are just really golden and just feel great to play. And this is definitely amongst those great titles coming out very soon. Available now, of course, for pre-order access And let's see if we can kill these 2 tanks. Come on, baby. ISU 152. I keep praising you as being such a mega weapon. Every time I played with you before, you're so good. Today, why you bad? Come on, let's go. All right, turn on that orbital satellite and fire. There we go. All right, that's what we're talking about. Nice to finish off tanks from a long distance as well. All right, very good. Oh, wait a minute. We got a tank here in front of us. Hold on. ISU 152. Destroy him. Hit him good. Hi-guy! Fire. Let's go. Oh, there we go. Another deflection. Beautiful. All right. Well, 152 millimeters is not easy to load, so the reload time is immensely long. All right, we got... reinforcement points have now been granted. Okay, let's see what happens if we call out the beautiful IS-3. Let's call out, let's see, some more T-3485s. And looks like we got 115 points remaining. I don't know what else we can call out here. More tankettes are coming our way. All right, Katusha's ready to fire now. Our next objective is to continue to just hold the... wow, we actually did this. I can't believe it. Our objective now is to eliminate these tankettes, which are basically Goliaths that are trying to thrash the defensive line. And then also to hold the beautiful train station there, which is going to be... Oh, look at that. The IS-3. So technically, I mean, this wasn't even really used till the last days of the war in Berlin, but we'll just say we got a super early prototype that Stalin wanted to go to the front. Who cares? It's fun, and we earned it. All right, let's get up to the front line. Beautiful to see this tank modeled in there. Look at that, man. IS-3 is ready to rock. Hopefully it can fight against any of the enemy tanks that come out. And that is a big boy right there being escorted by T-3485s. We'll be defending the... Actually, I think the right side is probably going to be the first to collapse. They've really gotten far up here. Look at that. They got really far. Over on the left side, we've been holding pretty good, but very, very beaten up by enemy forces around. I really want to get infantry out to re-man some of these guns. Maybe we can do that. Let's get some infantry squads up here right away. And let's see, 32. Let's see if we can get 25 points. Oh, God, I didn't mean to click that. Oh, that's horrible. The game needs to fix that. That's one complaint, is whenever you click it, it switches it back. But we can definitely use the KV-1. Good armor on it. All right, let's get ready to hold on this right side then. Let's get all of our tanks to point in the right direction. And the enemy's now pushing up with apparently big reserves. Oh, that's some reserve. Holy crap, that's Ferdinand's. We've got elephant tanks approaching. Oh, that's not good. All right, hold on. All right, we got to hold this defensive line. Let's get the Katusha ready to fire. Let's see if we can stop them on that minefield and get ready to shoot. Kashuta now. That's what we're doing. See if we can get ready to fire those rockets. What are we doing here? Prepare to fire. Oh, okay. It digs in. Oh, it's got to dig in to fire? Okay. Is it digging in? Oh, wait. Oh, it's raising the... There we go. Okay. Now, attack. Let's see if we can fire on this clump here. Go. Fire. Oh, are you firing? Oh, God. Oh, wait, there he's going. He's turning. Oh, boy. The IS-3. Not even standing a chance. Look at that. Oh, beautiful, though. Rockets right on top of the enemy. Wonderful. All right, we better pull back. Oh, God. All right, he's still in... there we go. All right, he's in fire mode. Back it up. All right, IS-3, look at that. IS-3 is a glorious weapon, but no match against... oh, wow, those tanks like that. ISU 152. Look at that. The IS-3 is destroyed. I can't believe it. Oh, my goodness. We better... All right, back up with the artillery. Back it up. What do we got? Oh, we got plenty of infantry here and a KV-1. Looks like they're breaking through on the left side. Okay. We're going to have to hold the airfield, the train station. Let's get our men in there and our tanks surrounding it. All right, our flanks are starting to flood. Oh, my God. We've taken an immense amount of losses. We've suffered heavy losses. Retreat. All right, we got an order to retreat now. Hold on. All right, wait a minute. Boys, let's go back to retreat. All right, let's hold back here. All right, we got our... Oh, look at that, man. The destructive power of the German forces as they advance through here. There is no way we can destroy that number of Ferdinands and Tiger tanks and everything else. The Germans are about to capture that position. All right, they've captured the train station. The Teminder's there. We can't call in for reinforcements. Retreat, regroup. We must counterattack and take the station. All right, we got our next objective then. Oh, wait, hold Kursk Center. Oh, is that it? Are we done here? Oh, my goodness. There are too many of them. We can't hold defenses without reinforcements. Yeah, no kidding. Wow, an incredible number of forces pushing forward. Look at that, man. They've captured the train station. We must regroup and counterattack. Look at that. Wow, that's really cool. Thought we were going to be able to hold that one out. Damn it. Alright, next part of the objective then. Capture the station. Really? Oh, wow, we got 900 points in reserves. Alright, the Germans have captured the railway station. The long-distance transmitter was there. Regain control. Otherwise, no aid. No one will come to our aid. Okay, gotcha. Alright, we got T-3485s at our disposal. Let's get some T-44s up here as well. Possibly some artillery. We actually can bombard. Speaking of artillery, we can hit them with artillery. Let's go ahead and do that now if we can. Obviously, it's going to be beneficial to hit the area. Well, we better make... Well, let's get a line of sight on it before we do that. What else do we have? We have some artillery units at our disposal. Looks like we have a small AT gun. Any more howitzers or anything? I'm not seeing anything at our disposal. There we go, another howitzer there. KV-85 would be useful. More infantry would be very useful, though, to cut through any of the Germans there. AT units usually get cut down right away. Let's see, another AT gun. Or another howitzer. Alright, we want to bombard them from a distance. Let's leave the rest of our points for the artillery, which is on the left side of the screen. We have both access to smoke screens and artillery salvos. Alright, now we're going to retake this train station, comrades. We've got to do it. Alright, let's get close here. As soon as we get close to the enemy, we should be able to see their activity. I'm going to sneak up here with a couple of squads. Let's get the rest of our artillery in line. We're not letting the enemy through here. Let's get our artillery in place. Damn, did they get our big tanks too? Some bitch. I wish we hadn't lost those 152s and such. Alright, we've lured the Germans out.
Our troops are under fire.
Alright, let's hit them right there. We know they're right there.
Infantry is lost.
Alright, let's get ready to fire with the Katyusha. Alright, so our infantry was killed in about 3 seconds there, so you can tell there's a lot of heavy fighters there. Heavy tanks, infantry. Alright, let's get the Katyushas in place, and the T-34-85s to defend. We're going to have to go straight in and recapture that area. 900 points, I hope it was enough. Alright, so it seems like we lost a lot of good points towards the end there. I didn't know we were going to have to retreat, so we lost on IS-3 and those 122s and 152s, which were glorious for our cause. But now we're going to push forward with something else, which is going to be our artillery, and see how that is with our rocket artillery as well. So we got our big artillery guns ready to go, and we've got our infantry ready to support. So let's go ahead and find who's out there. Let's go ahead and get a line of sight on some of these enemy units, and we should be good to go. Assault squads are very good for attacking enemy buildings. If you have an occupied enemy building, you can basically throw them in there. They're very good with SMG weapons, and they're very good at eliminating enemy defenders who happen to be there. 82 points is all we've got now that we've spent that one on artillery strikes. Oh boy. Or artillery is firing up now. Oh, very good. Okay, we've got ourselves an enemy tank there. Let's see if those 3 artillery guns can smash them. Look at those beautiful guns. Nice. Getting close. This is good. Most of these tanks have been heavily damaged, so if we can easily attack them from a long range, this is going to be real good. Let's get our MLRS onto the railroad tracks. And let's put him into lockdown position. Prepare to fire. Okay, very cool. Okay, we've eliminated 2 enemy tanks so far from line of sight from the infantry, so let's continue to push forward. Our comrades fell who were in that building, so we will avenge them. Alright, now, it's going to get really exciting here soon because we're going to have to pin down most of the enemy tanks. Alright, hold on, wait right there. There we go, artillery right on top of them. Beautiful. Glorious guns here in Kursk. Alright, let's get ready to fire again. If those ISU-152s were here, man, they'd be able to just flank them, no problem. Beautiful, we're killing all the enemy infantry. Wow, they did a great job of taking the rail station, but they're not doing a very good job of holding the rail station. Alright, T-44s are up on the line now. I believe that was one. This is an 85. Where's our other T-44? Did I not? Oh, we have an artillery strike ready again. Here's our other T-44. Ah, there they are. Okay. KV-1. Alright, let's continue to advance. We need to eliminate that Tiger. Any medium tanks we can deal with, no problem, but I want to make sure the heavy ones are dead right away. Let's get those artillery guns ready to fire again. You boys want to hit them? Go for it. Whoa, 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 what are you doing? Can we not hit him? Maybe he's out of range. Oh, what's going on? Alright, apparently he's too close, maybe. We were attacking the infantry, but let's try this. See if we can fire like this. Suppression mode. Fire! Oh, alright, that building got hit pretty hard, but it is a very strong Soviet structure. Structure is strong. Alright, check that out, man. Blitzkrieg team, if you're watching, by the way, folks, I know they've tuned into a few videos or two. Thank you very much for your hard work and continued efforts on it. You know, there's been a lot of opinion on the game. You know, it's been very positive, then mixed, then people weren't happy, and then happy again. So it is not easy to please everybody, especially for a long franchise like this from like 2003. So well over 10 years of fans picking it up and playing through it. And this is how I learned a lot about World War II, especially about how nothing can hide from Soviet artillery, just like that Tiger tank couldn't. So good work, guys. Keep it up. All right, let's continue to push forward then. Speaking of good work, we're going to try to do some good work here. Okay, Soviet, let's see, mortars. Artillery, you can come to a stop here, and let's continue to look for enemy units. All right, looks like we've got a light half-track and enemy infantry around. I think we should be able to pretty much fight against that. All right, very good. All right, our tanks will go ahead and defend the infantry now as they advance. Beautiful. All right, let's send our tanks in then. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Looks like they found a lot of our infantry there. All right, pull back, boys. That squad might be eliminated. Let's go ahead and get our rocket launcher ready. And let's fire up here if we can. Let's see if we can hit whatever is over there. Kill anything that moves, boys. Get them. Oh, boy, a lot of German infantry. If anybody left over there, they're dead. And our tanks are going to finish off the guys here. All right, more of our infantry has been killed. Let's go ahead and wait. We should have another squad up here. Let's get them up. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Back it up there. Whoa, Katusha. Trying to go for the point-blank rocket launch? What are you, crazy? T-44s are having no problems holding against the enemy. Look at that. Beautiful. It's a medium tank. It may as well be a Panther at this point. Very, very good tank. There we go. All right, everything's been finished off. Continue to advance, boys. Infantry's in behind you. And it looks like we're almost capturing the area. There's just still a few enemy defenders left. Wow, the amount of infantry and tanks that they brought against us were great, but now we're doing even better against their advancing infantry. Oh, it looks like we got ourselves a couple of medium vehicles out there. And light vehicles, too. Thank God we had that artillery. All right, continue to eliminate those vehicles. There we go. All right, keep rolling through, boys. Eliminate that infantry. Watch out for AT grenades. Where is it? Apparently I can't engage this vehicle over here. Is it stuck in the building? What's going on? Oh, there it goes. It's dead now. Just where it belongs. All right, half our squad's left. They're still firing back from the railway station. Enemy medium tank here. Very good. Come on, boys. We can do this. Excellent. One's done. And come on now. Beautiful. All right, that should be it for the enemy units here that we can see. Still enemy combatants somewhere in the battlefield, though. Oh, boy, we shouldn't be advancing in reverse. All right, very good. Capture the station. Intelligent reports 2 groups are heading towards us. The first one is moving in from the northwest. Oh, really? Now they're attacking again? Oh, Katyushas, though, are in... Oh, okay. All right, hold on. We got Katyushas. Let's go ahead and defend them. All right, we found the transmitter. Excellent. All right, let's get the Katyushas in place. I don't know what our distance is on those. All right, let's get some more tanks up and running. What do we got for tanks? Boy. Well, we can put some infantry squads in there. That'll draw their fire for a little while. Recon aircraft, right on time. Now the Germans are in the palm of our hand. All right, perfect. So now we can call out recon and get the, let's get these Katyushas ready to launch. Make sure everyone's good to go here. All right, everything's looking solid here. All right, perfect. All right. Let's move up everybody into place. All right, we've got enemy vehicles moving in. Holy crap, is that a lot of them? Let's hit them with artillery. See if we can do this better than the Katyusha. Right there, let's see what we got for salvos. Let's see if we can have them drive right through. Look at that. They're getting hung up on the minefield still. I thought we'd have that crushed by now. Oh, perfect. Look at that. All right, the infantry is going to be eliminated. And a lot of their vehicles are going to be heavily damaged. I should have striked right here. Oh, we got recon vehicles coming back and forth now. Well, actually, we did hit a few light vehicles. And actually, dealing with that infantry is perfect, because now our guns can focus on the actual tanks rather than the infantry, or at least most of it. All right, first attack group coming in from the northwest. Roger that. They're going to come in one at a time as they're getting their tracks repaired. And we've got our artillery guns in place. Let's get the Katyushas ready to fire. Let's actually go ahead and put these on command lines. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we should be able to fire. All right, let's get firing then. What's the short key for this? I forget. All right, salvo number 1 is going into place. What are you doing, noob? Oh, wait, this is the button we want to press. J, fire. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to target. Okay, so remember, we'll press J from now on. There we go. Beautiful. All right, hopefully we got a long enough range to engage from here. Can we actually fire from here? Wonder how close we have to get. Oh, it looks like he'll move up and fire when needed. And it looks like our tank destroying infantry are here. Beautiful. They're having a hell of a lot of trouble getting through that minefield. Let's go ahead and pummel them now that they're stuck. Alright, boys, get ready to fire then. Oh, it looks like they're on the move again. Oh, not all of them, though. Oh, nice. Get hit. Get Shrek, son. Beautiful. Enemy Tiger tank destroyed. Heavily damaged vehicles here. And anybody advancing through that is going to die. Nice. Look at that. All right, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, let's back it up, boys. Back it up, back it up, back it up. All right, we're good. Come on back now. Come on back. Katyushas did an excellent job. All right, let's get infantry into the train station. And building here to slow them down. Nice. Our artillery's going to really hit them. Second enemy squad's approaching from the northeast. Get into defensive positions. All right, roger that. We will do just that. All right, let's get all of our vehicles in place. Oh, looks like I actually brought one Katyusha as well that we already got. Beautiful. I'm glad I bought one. We now have 4 at our disposal. All right, good. Oh, we're supposed to get the Katyushas here? Oh. Okay. Don't let them come. All right, fine. They won't get anywhere near us. Prevent Katyushas from being discovered. Well,
Task complete.
pretty sure they know they're here now.
New task.
Hold the railway station from being... Oh, okay, apparently we did that. All right, let's pull back with the Katyushas. Oh, okay, apparently I did just that. What? Okay, I'm beating missions. I'm not even sure. T-34 76s are approaching now. I guess to clear out the Germans. Where's that attack from the northeast?
Our troops are under fire.
All right, there goes some more enemy tanks up in flames. Beautiful. I guess this is our new recon unit. T-34 76s. Being pushed forward. If they find any enemy tanks, I'm going to bash them right away with Katyushas. I think we've got everything clear here. Oh, there we go. Alright, enemy tanks have been spotted here on the right side. I'm still going to hold the position. I don't know if they're going to attack. Looks like we've got some trouble over here. Alright, there's all of our individual batteries. Let's bring up the Katyushas now. Oh, wait a minute. Not too close. Come over this way. Alright, looks like we've got some enemy tanks there. Oh, there we go. There's a big number of them right there. We'll get 2 of them to fire on the left. And 2 of them to fire on the right. Let's eliminate those tigers then, shall we? Alright, 2 over here. Alright, and 2 over here. I like how they can get into auto-fire mode themselves. Oh, look at that. That is sweet, man. Look at that. Oh, man. Alright, enemy tanks eliminated on the left and right. All of them. Done. Beautiful. Alright, you boys are just going to have to get the stragglers. Alright, so it looks like a few enemy tanks are going to break through. But we will definitely eliminate them when they push forward. Actually, we probably should be able to snipe this one from the side. Is this an SU-100? Or 85? I'm not sure. This is a SU-100, so hopefully it'll one and done from the side. You pulling right up on... What the... He pulled up all the way up on top of him. Maybe he fired on the move. Alright, that's another enemy tank eliminated. Looks like friendly tanks are making their way all the way to the back. Again, I'm just going to hold at the railway station. The last thing I want to do is go out and attack and find another surprise attack coming in for us. Let's get our artillery into position, though. Well, this is just... What are the differences between these guns? Oh, they're just called howitzer, even though some of these... I forget the name of these guns, each individual gun. It's like I forget, DA or something like that. I forget. I'm listening for enemy tanks. Oh, yep, I hear one. There we go. Alright, SU-100 deflecting, SU-80... Or SU-100. Beautiful. Alright, hold the cursed sector completed. Oh my goodness. A crazy mission. Wow, and I'm surprised we actually did it. A cool counterattack and everything like that. Main objectives, secondary objectives, and achievements. Alright. I've already got everything unlocked in the game. The folks over there were kind enough to do that so I could show everything off. So, again, everything's not finished, and they're always working on it. So a big Circle 7 salute to that crew. Thank you very much for continuing to work on the game. Boys, I'm heading towards Berlin. We'll see what happens here next in the channel. Thank you very much for subscribing and your support, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.